What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
That felt so good! Oh, I gotta hand it to you, Mike.
Yeah, I figured. I knew when I unveiled that idea to the world that
Two things that were great. One, your idea last week about just not doing it. Oh man, that freedom, it was powerful. But two, I didn't realize how nice that music was. We're covering up some beauty that you made with garbage, and I'm telling you, I've never been happier.
I was literally thinking, I was like, this week I'm going to fully redeem the scat because other than Mike, you and I have been really scraping the bottom of the scat barrel, as we call it.
Yeah. Well, I think I just redeemed the heck out of it.
So just for those listening, because that's the majority of you, Jason was bebopping and scat dancing the whole time. He was dead silent, and I kept waiting for something.
The first time when it was my turn to do the intro scat, where I was genuinely happy.
Yeah, you were at peace.
I was just go watch the YouTube, and you will see a happy person because I knew the whole time I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
It was so
Mike, you got any thoughts after what you brought last week?
I mean, I guess I closed us out on a high note.
Oh, my God.
There were a lot of people that said yours was the best yet last week.
Yeah,
it was the final.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
wow.
I guess we'll find out next week if it was the final.
Al could scat for us each week.
Oh, man,
like when
that
it hits,
does sound
and then we'll just mouth it like we're doing it.
pretty good.
Spitballers episode 319. Welcome in. I'm sure we're going to hear some feedback on that. Would you rather? What's the difference? And today we're drafting foods to eat without utensils. So we don't actually know if it's a free-for-all draft or if Jason's going to make us choose
to build and construct a specific meal. I have the
some
power.
snacks. Yeah.
And I'm gonna decide live during the draft
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be fun.
It'll be a real medieval times situation.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because we got
to eat with your hands.
we got nature's utensils.
Yeah. Some things they work well for. Other things not so much.
Hands?
Hands. Yeah, I mean other things you need
For eating?
Yeah, for eating.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I just thought you were talking about everything in the world. It's like, yeah, some things they work very well for. They're not helpful for flying.
Like, we got Frosties yesterday. And it was like, hey, can I have a spoon? And I was thinking, a fork would be pretty bad. But no utensil would be even worse.
A fork would be better, yeah. You can manage.
Yeah. So we'll draft.
French fries the right utensil there, though.
Oh, are you a French fry?
Oh,
and
a Frosty? Heck yeah.
I dip my fries in the Frosty.
I'm not so much. I mean, it's fine, but some people get real like it's their identity. Like this is who I am. I'm a French fry Frosty guy.
Unfortunately, that's where we got. Like it was a cool thing that we all knew about, and it was from time to time.
Yeah. A fry here, a fry there.
Yeah, it's fine.
But no, Jason's one of those guys.
I am. That is who I am.
All right. Off to Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Timothy.
Chalamet?
It's kind of spelled that way. T-H-E-E. Timothy. Chalamet. Would you rather only be able to talk if you are walking or only be able to walk if you are talking?
Gotta walk it like you talk it, huh?
Wow, that is talk if you're walking. Or only be able to walk if you are talking.
Does the rule apply to everyone?
No, just you.
No.
So
I was about to put us into a utopia.
What situation would you be in where you need to reply but you're not in a good position to walk? Anything in a vehicle? Like if you try to get out of the vehicle and the cop pulls you over and they're like, what, give me your name. Give me your name and insurance, and then you're like,
you just start sweating.
Yeah,
you're like, oh.
Sir, answer me right now, and you're like, You got to get up.
Could you? Yeah, you just open the door.
Yeah, you'd have to open the door.
Oh man, you don't want to do that.
You're getting tased.
Oh, for sure.
At best.
Yes, you're hoping you get tased.
Oh my god.
That would be a
That's a
real
tough one.
problem. I mean, can you mouth like?
If you're on an airplane being asked what kind of drink you want,
Oh, I don't get drinks anymore.
no, you'd have to get up and like.
I declare, just walk in place.
It's at least doable.
The other way around.
Yeah, you could point to something in the menu.
Or you could point, or I'm saying like the server, they go back. That's when you get up real quick.
Oh.
Like, I changed my mind.
Right.
Can I get this?
If you flip it, and let's say you do need to go to the bathroom on an airplane, from the moment you stand up, you got to start talking. You better, I'm going to the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go number 1 or number 2. Here I go to the bathroom. I hope I use this door over here.
You don't have to sing, just so you know.
No, I was like sing-songy. That was sing-songy.
Okay.
So either
how
one
I
way,
talk.
man, I guess both ways you're annoying.
Yeah. You're less
Yeah.
annoying if you...
Now, think about our job here, fellas.
Oh, we'd have to get some
We got to get a whole new line of work.
Treadmill
Yeah.
studio, bro.
Oh, all right,
Oh,
we could do that.
Treadmill studio.
I was gonna say we sit and talk a lot.
Is treadmill a good work around there, Al? Is that
Yes,
okay?
Of course,
for sure.
Because you're
That's
walking, right?
Yeah. It's not you have to
And-
cover distance.
That'd be very good for our health.
It would.
If we were spending,
Oh, that's the one to go with there.
couple hours a day doing a light walk while
Oh,
we're
our
talking.
shows would be 15 minutes long. You know, Jason be like, let's wrap it up.
We get 10 minutes.
I was gonna say the audio quality would be really bad. I think, yeah. I mean, I don't
So
think. I could do
anyway, what's the deal? Yeah. So I guess I'll go with the one that, I mean, testifying in court. That'd be trouble too.
Yeah.
Your Honor, do you mind if I pace around?
Please have a seat.
Oh man.
I'm gonna take the silent walking.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going with
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Bowen from the website, knowing what you know now, if you had the power to flip the switch, would you rather live in a world with smartphones
Oh.
or a world without smartphones?
Deep.
Do the pros outweigh the cons, or would you wipe them off the planet?
Deep.
I mean, I have a quick answer.
I think your quick answer is you would wipe them off the planet.
Yeah. As somebody who uses and loves his own smartphone, I think I would wipe them off the planet.
Wow, I think you're right to think that way. Like, obviously, I use it all the time. Every human does. It's
here. It's a tool. Well, I mean, you kind of have no choice now.
This is
with
why
the
you
amount
said
of things that your phone does.
No,
your
you're very
phone does
dependent.
everything
You're
now.
very dependent on it. Even things like, I mean, most tickets. You want to go to a concert, you
Right.
got to bring your phone because it's on. You know, the tickets are on your phone. You
I'm
can't
flying this afternoon. I've got
boarding pass. on
boarding
your
pass
phone.
already loaded. I don't want to go to a kiosk and print out paper like the 1900s.
So yeah, that there are some conveniences that I think we would have a hard time adjusting to not having.
But it's also destroyed our entire society.
And everybody knows it.
Yeah, everyone knows it, but we're addicted. And when you're addicted,
And interdependent
you
on
can't.
it.
I mean,
The only way to do this is to wipe them all at once.
yes,
You can't have
100%.
some people that have the advantage of having a phone.
Got to be a level playing field. Got to get rid of the greed on the other side. But there are entire industries that would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
But
lots
I-
of people who have jobs just because of phones.
Yeah, I mean, like Uber,
Like us.
right? Sure.
Well, there's also a lot of people who don't have jobs now because of phones that did have jobs.
Well, they got to update with the times.
I mean,
get with it.
It doesn't matter what it is. If it's we deposit our checks on our phones now, right? So we're not we don't have to hire as many tellers at the bank to,
Yeah, but the ATM was
and that's
already-
convenient.
ATM took care of that.
I mean,
I think-
would-
Were you a?
I wasn't in the bank guy.
So I'm saying, would you deposit a check into an ATM?
I never have.
Never.
'Cause
I
I've
never
never
did
done
it
it
once.
That's
Never would.
my-
You never have either.
Nope.
My wife is adamant of never ever do that.
So you're a big ATM depositor.
Yeah, it's great, guys. I don't have to talk to anybody, and
Well, yeah.
and in fact, I have had consequences of trying to cash a check. I went and was like, okay, I'm not going to do the ATM. I'll do the drive up, and then I got stuck.
I don't do drive up either.
Okay, well, it's the same difference. Yeah, if
I
you
go
had gone
inside
in,
and stare at them right in the eyes.
but I'm saying the person was, oh, well, hold on, we got to go get somebody else to help out
Yeah.
here. And that would have happened inside regardless. And then I was stuck in line at the drive-through bank for over 30 minutes, and I could have just plopped that thing in the ATM
You do the
and waited a day.
You do the virtual one now. On your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, that feels safer to me because I still have the check. So if something doesn't go right, putting it in the ATM where I don't see a person, but also
that's what he's
I
saying
gave
he
my check
does.
away.
Yeah, but that's what I do. But
I'm saying that's terrible.
right. And when you hit at least now when you do that and you hit I would like a receipt, they print the checks right there on the receipt.
Well, you're keeping up with ATM technology. But back to the phone question.
That's been around for a while, guys.
Yeah, I think to make it deep for 2 seconds, I think we as a society believes fundamentally somehow that convenience is the supreme most valuable. And so we're always going to create iterations and technology to make convenience supreme.
Not just convenience, but also entertainment, right? Like I don't go to the bathroom without a phone. I don't.
Oh my goodness!
I
no,
think I don't.
I'll be done so fast.
I don't know. What? Yeah, I mean,
I'll have to go out and be back with my family then.
I would have to wipe so quick.
So yeah, wipe the phones off the planet.
Oh my gosh.
Wipe them off the planet.
I think that most people. I'm curious. We do the what do we call the duck goose game?
Guess goose.
Guess goose. Okay.
A way different name.
I just couldn't remember. I knew it was something like that. The guess goose. You set a line of what you think people believe in a situation. I wonder what we believe people would say if you pull. In fact, I'm going to put this tweet out right now and ask.
It's
going to
be generational.
If you got a text, everyone in the world gets a text message, and it says you can wipe all the phones off the planet, and the only way this happens, you can vote yes or no, but the only way that it happens is everybody loses their phone. I wonder if it would be a majority.
I think it'll be a majority. I believe
and then they just disappear.
So.
I think that almost everybody can recognize that we, the world, ourselves, individuals, would all be happier without them.
You know what's funny though is a dumb phone wasn't that way though. Like a dumb cell phone, like a cell phone that just did phone calls.
Yeah,
it didn't impact society the same way.
Oh, of course not.
Because you can't be preoccupied with it. You just get a phone call. You don't get a phone call. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you can't even text. I mean, that would be probably the biggest.
I think most people probably want to keep them, huh?
Yes.
I think the
think
majority.
they do.
I think the
Because
majority
none of us have a
people-
problem.
There's a difference. There's can you get people to admit that there are huge problems in society now because of the phone? I bet you can get the overwhelming majority of adults to agree with that. We'll say, yeah, they are. And they'll say, okay, can we get rid of them? And they'll go, no, we cannot, because I got certain things that I can't live without personally. So I'm willing to keep the giant societal problem. So I have my phone.
You're 100% right, because you see this in schools already. We all know that kids shouldn't have them in school. Everybody knows how bad that is. But parents still fight for their kid to keep their phone because they want constant communication with their kid, or to feel like their kid is safe. They can text you at any minute.
Yep.
Gotta
Even
go
though.
back to beepers.
Oh, man. I never got one. I was so jealous.
Dude.
What a loser.
Yeah, beeper. We were living large.
It was a tiny little sliver
Of
where,
society? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
of
8-track
time.
portion of time?
Yeah, where
you
it
have
was like
Did you have a chain?
I
You
did
had a
once.
beeper
I
on a
did
chain?
once.
I had a little tiny little pager chain
Mhm.
that connected to my belt loop.
How often did the beeper get used?
Oh my gosh!
Were your
like-
parents hitting that up all the time to get you home or something?
No,
or
not my parents, but this is how we would.
your friends?
Yeah.
All right, so I
You
want your guys'
You text
prediction.
your friend 80008, man,
I
because we were hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. So I tweeted this out with the same verbiage, knowing what you know now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the same verbiage, which is now covered. Okay, if you had the power to flip the switch, would you rather live in a world with smartphones or without smartphones? I said keep them or get rid of them. I want your predictions on what the vote's going to come in at.
Okay. Like, because you'll check it.
Because I'll check it.
You did this on Twitter.
Correct.
Okay.
To my
give me the wording
audience.
again. Give me the wording again.
So knowing what you know now, if you had the power to flip the switch, would you rather live in a world with smartphones or without smartphones? Option 1, keep them. Option 2, get rid of them.
Your audience on Twitter, 60-40, get rid of them.
I'm going. I'm going 70 plus is a keep.
Okay, so we got different sides.
So
This'll
check
be
in
interesting.
later.
Yep.
Yeah, check in later. All right. Vanessa from Patreon, would you rather constantly have the taste of rotten milk in your mouth?
Oh, what?
Or
We go from deep philosophy to rotten milk?
That is the essence of this show. Or the smell of rotten milk on your nose.
Oh, man.
I mean, those are disgusting.
The smell of rotten milk is worse. Now, maybe. I don't think I know what the flavor of rotten. The smell of rotten.
You're really getting the game.
The smell of rotten milk has stopped me from ever experiencing the flavor of rotten milk.
I've smelled rotten milk a lot more than I've tasted it.
And
You've tasted rotten milk?
On accident, yeah.
like you put it in cereal and you chew in your milk.
Okay.
Sometimes it's no, not to that degree, but sometimes
It's jonky.
sometimes the date's just wrong. Maybe somebody had left it out on the counter or something, and you didn't know, and then you take one
I
bite
had an
of cereal.
experience the other day where my wife had a smoothie that she had made the day before that was still sitting on the counter,
Okay.
and I thought it was the smoothie I had made that morning.
Oh! Al Borland.
Yeah.
Oh, how was the taste of rotten milk?
It's not good, bro.
Oh man. So did you
Oh, no.
did you just spit it out or did you drink some of it?
No, I did not swallow any of it.
Oh,
I
okay.
spit it out.
Okay.
How much?
And were you
Wait,
alerted to
so
this
wait,
only by the flavor?
As soon as it hit the tongue,
Yeah.
there was something off.
How full is this smoothie?
It was about 3/4 of the way full.
Oh,
A
so-
3/4 full smoothie. That was left out.
Yeah. Just got busy and left it on the counter.
Yeah,
and,
that's
So was
I'll
it
get
probably
and they were in the
was
same
it
style cup.
was
So.
it the
Okay.
temperature that got you?
No,
No, it was the flavor. You're telling me it's
yeah. Something
oh,
like
that's awful.
a-
they're
acidic
using
or-
some
I don't know how to
fresh
describe it. It's
ingredients in that
nasty.
house that have gone bad.
Wow.
And
on
what
the
was your
counter.
retaliation?
TBD.
Okay.
I'll
Still
let you
working
know.
on a plan.
Just put it under her pillow.
I think that I'm not going to get sick, physically ill, and throw up and have problems from smelling it. I'm going to have those problems
I
from
think-
drinking it
I think
and eating it.
It'll be equal.
But taste and smell are connected.
That's what I mean.
They
No
are.
matter what. This is a lose.
If you have the smell of rotten milk in your nose and you plug your nose, that's no way around this. It's
No,
it's
you're
like
still
a permanent.
You're gonna smell it through your mouth.
Oh man, I don't know what the taste of rotten milk is, and obviously Jeremy,
You've never tasted rotten milk.
I can't recall it. Maybe I have in the past, but I can't recall it.
Interesting.
I know exactly, and I think everybody listening knows exactly the smell of milk that's gone bad. If something got left in a place, I can smell in the entire room. If there is the specific smell of milk or dairy that has gone bad is unacceptable. I can't take that.
Is the reason you've never tasted that, do you treat your milk like you do your socks where you want a new pair every day? Do you just open it up, pour your bowl, and throw the rest of it away?
Yeah, of course.
And then open up a new milk every time?
I'm definitely if the expiration date says it's today,
yeah, I'm curious. Are you no
that's
dice?
going down a drain. That is
I will
no
drink
dice.
it on that day, but I would do
I'll
a
bet you
big
drink it
smell-
after. You're doing a smell test, huh? It's like 3 days expired. You're
No,
going to smell
no.
that thing?
No, I won't go past the date.
You won't. Okay, good man. Good man.
My wife will.
Oh, I know so many people that are like it. You know, the
It's
date.
like a form of bravery to them.
The date is like,
It's like,
Law
look at
breakers.
me.
you know, in some
It's
things
anarchy.
we know that the expiration date is really just a
Best Buy.
It's
Well,
not only that,
it's-
but it's a
it's
marketing tool. It's
Yeah.
it's a way to get you to throw it out and buy more and all
Yeah.
that. And there's truth
Dude,
to
they're
that.
doing
Some
good
products.
I'll eat some chips. I'm going to eat potato chips past the date. I don't care. That's not going to
Are they stale? Are they not stale? That's the only thing that matters for potato chips.
Yeah.
But not milk.
I
No,
feel like
not milk, not meat.
stale chips aren't gonna make you sick.
Right.
They're just gonna be gross.
But yeah, like deli meat, lunch meat, past
Oh.
the date,
No way.
get that slimy mess out of here.
All right. So I'm going to check back
We're
in with
back.
the poll. We're over 4,000 votes here. And we have 59%. Oh, he's pumping his fist because he thinks he got it right. And he did. Get rid of them. The majority of people right now are saying get rid of them.
So that's almost exactly what I predicted.
Yeah, almost.
Well, I was trying to think, like your audience was not, if you polled people that
Like
were
teenagers?
people that were 15 to 20,
They
you're
don't,
not getting that result.
they don't understand the
Yeah.
life without it.
Correct.
Yeah.
what was like that for our generation then? What was something that we fundamentally needed that our parents would have fundamentally gotten rid of? Would it have been TV or movies?
Yeah.
But TV
Nintendo.
Well, okay,
Sure,
video
yeah.
games. Video games is the right answer. I feel like TV was actually embraced by our parents' generation because that's back when you'd have one TV and they'd watch it. Like the family would get around the TV.
Yeah.
But video games?
Yeah, I think it would be video games. And they probably would have said no.
How many
and they would have
votes
been
did you
wrong.
say you got on there, Jay?
Oh, that was views. I see it now. 1,000 votes. But it's still, I'll check back in.
It's still way under 4,000.
I'll check back in at the end of the
Just
episode.
misread it. All right. We'll take a break. We'll get into what's the difference.
What's the difference between me and you? Me and you.
All right. We are experts at telling you the difference between three things. So let's begin here. What is the difference? Pay close attention here,
All right.
gentlemen. What is the difference between usually, typically, and most of the time?
Usually.
Usually,
Well, most of the time is most of the time.
typically, most of the time. So if I said to you, Mike, I always drink. Wait, let me try
Always,
to put this.
Always
is
is
every time.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Not really, not the way
I
we
usually
actually use
drink.
it. But,
I usually drink coffee in the
Okay.
mornings,
okay.
or I drink coffee in the mornings most of the time. Which one is more?
Ooh, between usually and most of the
I
time?
usually drink coffee in the mornings, or I drink coffee in
Most
the
of the
mornings
time is
most
right.
of the
I
time.
think most of the time is more than usual.
it sounds more definitive.
Yes. Most of the time
We're talking
is a
like 80?
guarantee of a majority.
90?
It's at the
Most
very
of the
least, it's a
time-
guarantee of a majority because that's what it means.
I think
That's a good. No, that's
so
a
is
good.
usually.
Usually can imply it, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem like a guarantee. If I say I usually eat cereal in the morning, you don't. Maybe that it could be 40% of the time.
Let me do it this way: 365 days in a year. You drink coffee most of the time in the morning. How many days a year do you drink it?
300 plus.
300 plus, Jason.
Most
So
of the-
300 out of 365, you'd be able to. You'd say that's most of the time.
That's the number that comes to mind. I think.
I
think that's right.
usually drink coffee in the morning. How many days of that 365 are you drinking coffee?
Oh, usually.
It's got to be more than half
250.
for usually.
Yeah, 250 is pretty
250?
good.
I typically drink coffee.
Typically is not used.
It's not in the
for-
same category?
No, it typically is not like a me thing. Typically is a world at large thing. It's like. Why you
Why-
guys like?
I don't-
we don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I don't, because you can't just say, I typically do this, because then that's not the world at large. That is
Yeah,
very
typically
specific
I-
to me.
Typically,
I'm not saying you can't say it. I'm saying
typically
that's,
you buy what comes through your Instagram feed.
I mean, people could say like I do, good at something too, but they're just using the word improperly. Superman does good. So I think typically talks about more
Oh,
of like
I see what you're saying. Like it's typical of a society.
exactly.
So you're saying
But
typically
I-
people
like-
drink coffee in the morning.
I am my own society, though.
We know that. We know
Yeah,
that. Mike.
we know- we've known
so
that for
you
years.
may use typically. That's
I'm saying typically society believes they are their own society.
Typically implies
that is also true.
what is typical, and typical is the most often done thing.
Yeah,
So
on society on a
I would say,
societal level.
but a typical something to be typical on a societal level has to be above 90%.
Is there anything with the
Like that's very typical.
it has to
of,
be more than one person.
Like let me put it this way for society's sake. Typically, people stop at stop signs.
Okay.
Right?
Okay,
Agreed.
what percentage of people have to stop at stop signs for that to be true? 80%, 90%. I think it's
Zero.
90.
I think it's 75.
So you think
the
75
low
is typical?
I'm saying that can be typical.
That's
yeah.
very typical. So it's typical for people to have 5 fingers on their hand, not 6.
No.
So 25% of people can have 6 fingers on their hand, and that
would be very atypical if
Is-
they had 6 fingers.
Is there anything to that typical can be used as an insult?
yeah.
Where the other words, you're like, hey, where was Jason? Oh, he's in the bathroom. Typical.
Yeah.
I'm not like
Oh.
usual. Like, oh, Jason's in the bathroom. Oh,
He went to
most
the-
of the time.
That's true.
It's not carrying. It's not
No,
packing a punch.
typical is more of an insult. Jason's at the Nickelback concert. Typical.
Yeah.
Typical.
Love me some Nickelback. It's the only thing I know from
Did we
Nickelback.
figure out?
No. We got most of the time usually nailed.
Typically
we get this.
Typically, we get about 2/3 correct.
Okay.
So I think we're
I think you.
we're right
I'm
on
going to be
pace.
honest.
Right
I
on
think you
pace.
derailed the crap out of us with this whole society versus individual thing. But I
there-
understand where you're coming from.
when something is typical, it is not just a
It
percentage.
is comparative.
Yeah, it's
comparative.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
comparative. That's what it was. It's
No, you're
not
right.
necessarily societal, but it's comparative.
Yeah.
Whereas, the others they don't have
It can
to be.
only be typical based on a standard.
Exactly.
I think we nailed all three.
Yeah.
All right. What is the difference between something
Typical.
being in the air and being in the sky? That is our what's the difference?
Height.
Height.
Being in the air. Yeah, the sky's up there.
The sky's way up there.
It's way.
I can
So
catch
is
a little
the
bit of
air.
air. Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
also up there,
Yeah.
but the sky's not down
I mean,
here.
the air up there.
Yes, but the sky's not down here.
No, it's
The
up there.
air is up there, and the air is down here. But the sky is only
But what's
up there.
is it amount of feet?
I think it's can you see
Let
the
me-
horizon?
from
Like,
where you're at?
You have to be high enough to be able to see the entire horizon.
But you could just be out and
Hold on.
looking out into the ocean, and I can see the horizon.
Let me just
And I'm on the ground.
Okay.
let me
That's-
lay this out.
Not the perfect barometer.
If you're on the ground right here, you're also on the ground at the top of Mount Everest. So, but from the ground, the top of Mount Everest area is the sky.
Yes.
But if you're on Mount Everest, is it above you or is the sky below you?
No, the sky's still above you. There's still enough sky.
Well, the sky is obviously
But
also
you're
above you.
but
But
you're
isn't the sky
standing in
also
this-
below you?
No,
You're standing
sky
where-
can never be below you.
But how many feet is that? Like 18,000 feet up in the air?
Sky can be below you.
No.
Of course
What?
it can. If you're in an airplane,
Yeah, if you're in an airplane, Mike.
the sky is not
Is
also
the sky
below
still
you.
only above you?
If you're
Typically?
if you're in an airplane, you're in the sky
You are in the
Yeah.
sky.
because there are no.
You're not under the sky.
But you're unnaturally in the sky.
Yeah, but you're
it's not
not
a mountain.
But you're not under the sky.
there's still sky above me.
Sure,
get
I
to
said
the-
that, but
can you
there's
get to
also
the-
sky below you.
Can you get
No,
to
that's air.
Can you peek?
This airplane, it's an airplane, guys.
Oh, it's not a sky
crap,
plane.
It is
Yeah.
an airplane.
Shoot.
Can you get to the
Case closed.
Can you get to the like Truman Show top of the sky?
Oh, like the dome?
Yeah, can you like are you ever not in the sky or is
there's-
the sky
I think
infinite?
There's no sky in the Truman Show.
No.
Right. No, you can
there
you
no
can hit
in-
the top of the dome for sure.
And then you're in space.
Yes, it's when the air runs out.
So if you see somebody up in space, so wait, a rocket goes from air to sky to space?
Correct.
Yes.
But when it is in the sky, it still is air. Air is in the sky.
At what height?
It's
Well,
really
no,
just
actually eventually it's not.
No, I know, but no, air is not in space.
Right.
Right.
But it also thins out.
At what
How
level
much
do you
sky-
start suffocating? How
Is that your air
I think
to
that
sky
might be
ratio?
it. I think that might be it.
Probably 25,000 feet. That's my guess. Go
I
ahead
mean,
and Google that.
I'll figure that
30,000?
out. Like what's the height
Where's
where
no
people
more
just-
air?
You can't survive up there anymore.
Breathable max amount of altitude.
Looks about 26,000 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Nailed that too.
That's a good guess.
Nailed that too.
So that's
I'm outta
where
here.
That's the sky.
So if you can't
So
breathe,
we're
you're
saying
in the
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you're saying that under 26,000 feet
Yeah.
is not sky?
Right.
That's just air?
Man,
Yeah.
that feels
That's just there.
it feels kind of right. I think that's kind of
Hold
right.
on. Can clouds
But I wouldn't
Where
think
are clouds? Clouds
Bird-
are in the
Clouds
sky.
can be in the air.
birds fly in the sky. No birds
No.
flying.
You know how I feel.
No, but
That's all I thought of too.
it's not even the word.
No, I know it's close enough, baby.
No, birds catch air, man.
Birds are in the sky. You're
Yeah,
telling
birds
me
are
that,
in the sky,
that
man.
an eagle is not flying in the sky?
So then the sky,
You know how I feel.
the sky, the sky is just where you can't naturally jump to. If you can't jump and touch it, it's the sky then.
Yeah. The sky's higher
I'm
than that.
moving it way down.
You moved from 26,000 feet
Well,
to
'cause
like,
you're like-
to like 4 feet.
You can't touch the rim. It's like the sky's at 9 feet.
rim's in the sky.
Oh man.
So like when is a when does a bird go from in the air to the sky?
See, the
Because
thing,
if you're saying if it's just flying, a bird can fly very low.
so we have been using sky wrong, is what I'm learning. We think sky is low. Sky is not low. Sky is 26,000 feet.
yeah, and we do
to
say
space.
sky high.
Sky high.
Now, is there a problem that ain't no skyscraper going to 26,000 feet?
That's true. They are
Ooh.
skyscrapers, but they only scrape the sky. They can't even get to
Yeah.
it.
But they're not 26,000 feet. So if they're scraping it, how
It's
high
a
up
good
is
point.
All
It's a
right,
good
so
point.
what's the tallest building?
It's
the
in,
one in
probably
Dubai.
in Dubai.
the Khalifa or whatever. That's 2,700 feet.
That's not very much.
You got a 10x that bad boy?
Yeah, I think maybe that's
exit.
maybe the sky starts at
The highest building?
The highest building.
Okay.
So we've moved the sky with our
We have been moving the sky up,
industrial-
and I believe they are building a new one that will
Move the sky again?
a little higher.
Where are we
Settle.
moving the sky?
3,000.
who's building?
Can we get the sky to 3,000 feet?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get it to 3,000. I'm on it.
Why are we
haven't
doing this?
Why don't we build the biggest skyscraper on top of the biggest mountain? That's what I want to know.
Because it's still
Foundation, probably.
They're going to call it cheating.
Hmm.
And the build will be very difficult.
Yeah.
It'll be cold. All right, last one, guys. What is the difference between steps, instructions, and directions? Follow these
Ooh,
steps.
we're going to 3281.
Yeah, nice.
1,000 meters.
Who's doing this?
Saudi Arabia.
Nice.
Why are we doing this?
Competition. This is
Okay.
what we do.
Right.
What is the difference between following steps, following instructions, and following directions? This is a tough one, guys. Steps
Steps
feels like they need to be limited to it. Like instructions and directions can be an unlimited amount. I feel
Yeah.
like steps cannot be. You can't
have
follow
1,000
these
steps to
35
something.
steps.
There's
No.
steps and instructions, though, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Interesting.
So is there steps and directions?
No.
Only when you're walking.
Well, direct.
Thank you.
That's not funny.
That's
not funny.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
He got him.
Swish.
That's not funny.
It was good. I mean, ultimate dad joke, but
so dumb.
yeah, no, that was that. Look, the people
Which one
Yeah,
seems
people
most
like it.
complicated to you?
Instructions.
instructions are always going to be the most complicated. I never understand.
I feel
them.
like directions can be given orally.
Yeah.
Like
But it's like there's
you're
only
giving somebody directions.
you cannot give instructions orally, right?
Right.
Yeah. But like directions is there's only so many things a direction can be.
Directions don't have to be like where to go though.
It doesn't?
No, a direction can. You give direction. There's directors that give direction. They're not telling people where to walk on the street. They're
They
directors.
tell them where to go.
Yeah, they do tell them. They're
They
like,
tell
you're
them
going to
your-
move to
Your
this mark.
spot's over there.
and what to do. A director of something tells people what to do, not necessarily where to go.
I don't
Okay.
think a director, if you're talking about a movie director, I don't think that they think to themselves, I give directions. Like that's not.
But directions. I'm just saying
I
the
think they might.
definition is 100% like not just where to go.
All right.
The-
So we got to
I
widen
thought I
that.
had it.
Steps are the smallest.
Yes.
You can have a 3-step process.
Correct.
That's actually used as a feature, right? A simple 2-step process.
yeah. and
What is a
there's no
limit?
instructions. If you put a number in front of the steps, those are not instructions.
Yeah.
Oh, then I prefer those a lot.
Yeah, it's great.
It
When
makes me
something is-
feel, except,
I
man,
mean, in instructions, they come in an instruction manual
right, because there's a lot.
because and a manual's a
do,
book.
Do directions come in a manual?
There's no direction manual.
No.
So when a person is telling you
Yes.
how and what
Yes.
to do, it's a
Yes.
direction.
Yes.
If it's a book, it's an instruction.
Yeah,
Yes.
if it's written down.
Except some people are instructors.
Yeah. But
They are
And they
Instructors.
instruct.
with books.
They do have books in their class.
I mean, instructors all have their books.
Yeah,
Steps.
directors is heart.
Yeah.
Steps, one
Oh.
page max.
Dude, Mike's onto this. This is directions are about the heart, about the mind. The instructions are about the book and the process
Yeah,
and
it's
the writing
cold.
it down.
It's cold. and-
Instructions suck.
You ever in life been looking for direction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still am, man. Still am.
Still am. All right, we'll take a break. We'll draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
All righty, Jason, you have to let us know. We are drafting foods to eat without utensils, the best foods to eat without utensils, but we don't know if we're drafting a meal or a free-for-all here. We can pick anything we want. What are we doing?
I think we're going to build a meal.
So what is the
We're doing a meal.
items we need to have?
So we're going to have an entree.
Oh, crap.
Entree,
We're going to have a dessert.
dessert,
Okay.
And we're going to have two sides.
two sides, so
Whatever,
smaller.
two non-entrees that aren't desserts.
Perfect. No, we got it. What's
Cool.
the difference between so you get the first pick in this non-utensil.
So wait, we said 2 sides?
Correct.
Okay.
So we're all sitting down at
6 sides.
a table, but there ain't no utensils here.
No
And you
utensils.
can't order any foods you'd need them for.
I think so. I've gone back and forth on
Pick one.
pick one on what the 101 is. There's as far as the entree, I've really been focused on the entree here. And there are at least 3 kind of 101s.
I agree with that.
I mean, there are 3.
Oh, so you might not go entree here, thinking you'll be fine.
That
We can only all pick one entree.
Exactly. That wasn't where I was going, but
Oh, crap.
you for that. Thank you for that. Because I would be happy with all 3 of them. There is one though that, out of respect, should be the first one drafted. So, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because you should not use a knife and a fork, and some people do, for pizza.
Okay.
Pizza should be utensilous, and so even though
Foods to eat without utensils. Pizza number 1.
Is Chicago deep dish pizza?
No, that's a pie.
Okay.
I mean,
Look,
if I'm eating Chicago deep dish,
it doesn't mean that
that's
category
what I had
can't
to
have
check.
some exceptions. It just means of all the foods you eat without utensils.
All right.
He's taking pizza.
I'm taking pizza.
which is a great pick.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with the side first.
Okay.
French fries.
Yep.
I'm taking French fries with my first pick. I want to grab one. We have to draft
What
2
if you
sides.
Put animal style on that. You're gonna want that fork
See, I don't. I feel like it really takes away
from French fries.
from French fries.
You-
Like I ordered some fries the other day. It was from a
From where?
food truck. It was a
Okay,
Greek
truck. All
food
right.
truck, and it was called Fries and Sauce. It was a bucket of fries, and then they put a bunch of sauce on it and give you a fork.
Mm-hmm.
It's just every individual one I took out, delicious. Eating them with a fork, not as good.
You know what? As
Interesting.
stupid as that sounds,
It is. I think
It
it's
is.
stupid.
it's
Load 'em up.
actually true.
Yeah,
I know exactly what
I don't know
you're
why
saying.
it is. I don't know
The
if it's
same
just,
fries.
Yeah, same fries.
You take them one at a time
Yeah.
and they're enjoyable. But as soon as you put a fork, in fact, if
One
you
at a
take,
time?
No. I was
Who
going to
eats
correct.
one
I
fry
was going
at
to
a
correct
time?
myself. Even
A
if you
few.
take
Yeah.
3 or
Yeah.
4 at a time with your
It's
hands,
called typical.
it's good. But as soon as you bite the fry off a fork, it doesn't taste as good.
I'm with you. So
what a great pick.
thanks.
You
I'm
really
going
brought
French
me around.
fries
This is
as
weird.
my side, Mike. You got 2 in a row.
All right. So I mean, the game says I probably I want to get some sides here. So you went with fries. All right. You got to eat it with your hands. Okay, so I'm going to go with wings as one of
Okay.
my sides.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, wings could be a meal. Not in this house. Wings are a side.
Oh, you get the wings as a side?
The
wings
side
are
wings?
a side.
That's
Because
a
they are a
great
side.
pick.
No, that's you're not getting a lot of them as a side, but you're getting some.
That's fine. I'll take 6.
You got 4.
4? Who gives 4 wings?
Well, if it's a side.
It's a
but
side.
it's always 6 or 12. No
For
one
the-
for a
meal.
main.
No one sells 4 wings.
You're not getting any. If you want 6 wings, you don't get celery.
Oh no! oh!
I love the celery with wings. What
Yeah.
kind of wings are you getting? What flavor?
Dude, I mean, I'm usually a buffalo man, but what is it? Lemon pepper?
Like the dry rub?
You're really getting into that.
How is people have not explained properly how delicious lemon pepper
Really?
wings are. Oh my!
Where do you
God,
get 'em from?
brother? It doesn't matter.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Just if you go to a place that has
As a
wings,
man who doesn't like lemon desserts, lemon pepper is a
because
different
lemon
whole game.
desserts are sweet. Lemon pepper, it's savory.
Okay.
It's lemon.
So you're going wings.
And the
They're
best part of that,
fantastic.
best part of that is that they are the dry rub almost always, the
Yes.
lemon
Yeah,
pepper.
yeah.
Look, maybe I'm just old and I've aged out
It
of
is.
wanting
It is 100% because of
saucy fingers, but I love a dry rub. And if this is for without utensils, All the better.
Yeah,
all the better.
Yeah, this doesn't say no napkins though. He can grab a napkin. All right, wings as a side
All
for
right.
Mike.
You ever seen someone fork and knife a wing? No.
Oh,
No.
I have seen it, but it's not.
A wing?
Yeah, I've seen it. They don't want to get their hands dirty.
I mean, ribs, sure.
They were kicked out of the restaurant. Don't
Oh,
worry.
okay.
All right. Then we're gonna go. Trying to think of. Okay, so if we're going with hands, I'm gonna go with choco chip cookies.
Okay, going cookies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go what I think
Yeah,
is.
you don't eat that with any utensils. That's
No.
a great pick.
No, we don't. Crumble.
Ooh. Well, yeah, crumble is really pushing the whole cookie to like a cake.
Crumble is always requires a utensil.
Yes.
You need a knife.
There will be a day when we're like, if we could wipe crumble off the entire world, should we do it? And then a bunch of people go, yes, please, help us. All right, so you went chocolate chip cookies, getting your
Yep.
dessert out of the way. You got a side.
We're up to 61.5% on get rid of them.
Okay.
Okay.
2,509 exact votes. Thank
I have French fries as a side.
Sample matters, Jason.
you. Yeah.
Jason's already got his entree. I don't need
He
to go.
does.
I don't need to go entree here. I'm gonna go with my dessert because I wouldn't be caught dead without it. Ice cream cone.
Oh,
Ice cream
okay,
cone.
Okay.
No utensils. You thought I couldn't get ice cream? Yes, I can. It's in a cone.
No, you tricked us, you devil.
So I've got French fries and ice cream cone. A great start, I think. Jason, you got pizza. You've got two picks.
You ever dip your fries in the ice cream?
Not in the cone. Not
right.
in a cone. No one does that.
Yeah, that's absurd. How dare you?
Although if you want to make that cone out of French fries, I might eat it. I might eat it.
Oh,
Yes, I might.
interesting.
I will eat it.
A salty French fry
Give me that.
cone.
Give me that. Give me that French fry cone. I'm gonna eat that cone. All right.
You're on to something.
All right, Jason.
All right, so I've got two
patent
picks
pending.
here. I've got two picks. I know one of them. I'm going to take my dessert
Okay.
because it's pretty much my favorite
Yeah.
treat,
Yeah.
and you can't really fork and knife a churro.
Yeah, I figured Charles
I
was
was
the
like,
pick.
dude, what? Your bread pudding?
Now,
no,
I mean,
I'm going to need utensils for my
Yeah.
bread
now,
pudding.
strategically, terrible decision.
Does Mike have his dessert?
We all got
Yeah.
desserts, but now
Oh,
you do too.
dadgummit.
Yeah, well, you do
What
too.
an idiot!
Yeah, Mr. Churros got it. Well, you giving it respect with your
Yeah,
number two pick.
I'm just trying to respect the game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not playing
I mean,
games
it's
here.
not helping you with your messy fingers, though.
No,
You need,
or
you need
my
the wax
shirt.
paper.
My shirt is usually covered in.
Yeah, in the
I
cinnamon.
the
I thought he
sugar
uses
cinnamon.
the shirt to hold the actual churro.
No,
That'll keep my fingers nice and clean.
Jay, have you been eating churros?
He's got
everyone always knows.
fingerprints on the shirt. All right, so you got
What are you talking about? My hands are clean.
look. Whether you're strategically right or not, pizza and churro as a combo is pretty good.
All right, so I'm gonna take a side, and it's. I mean, I'm thinking, what can I eat without utensils that I really can't even attempt to eat with utensils? It's
Okay.
just impossible. And that's going to be chips. We'll just call it dip. Chips and salsa,
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Chips and dip.
Chips and dip.
Well, you
That's
can't go chips and salsa, or it's one of the two.
Oh, really?
Salsa is not a dip.
Salsa's not a dip.
Salsa's not a dip. It's a salsa.
Look, Al is like going, yeah, that's true.
I'm
Thank
with
you.
Mike on
Yeah,
that.
thank you, Al.
Chips
All
and
right.
salsa and chips and dip are
I mean,
totally
look,
different
All right,
things.
well,
Both are great.
They're both great. It's funny how many more options I get with dip, but if I don't get salsa,
Yeah,
I'm going chips and salsa
chips and salsa.
Okay.
for sure.
You're going
Okay.
chips and salsa over like a chips and a
Queso,
dip?
yep, 100%.
Oh, man.
The only problem
Gotta get that
is
queso.
that chips and salsa are universalized as free, and so
Yeah.
it denigrates them. You
It
think
does.
they're not as valuable as others, but the truth is, they're more enjoyable. I go to a restaurant and I'm wanting something nice, so I like don't get chips and salsa when I see it, but then I always wish I just had some chips and salsa.
Yeah.
I feel like dips are just more like
Yuck.
indulgent. Like if I really dip the way I want to dip, I'm eating too much dip. But salsa doesn't feel like it feels like you're doing an okay thing.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that's
'cause
just
of
veggies.
vegetables.
Yeah,
Yeah. See what I'm just backing your point
Yeah,
up.
no.
Great pick, Jason.
thank you.
You've got to pick. Or it's back to me.
Yes.
Because you just took 2. All right, I got French fries and ice cream. I've got 2 entrees that I'm okay with.
Okay.
Yeah, I said there were 3 at
I
the
think
beginning.
one I prefer more to eat, and one's maybe a better pick for this foods without utensils. But I will go with I've already got fries, so I'm going to go with burger.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
I was so hoping you would keep that from Mike because I know that would have been his.
Oh, that was immediately. That's one of the big 3.
Yeah,
and,
that
and,
is.
I mean, literally, burger, fries, and ice cream. I am pretty much
American.
I'm as American as they come. I'm gonna eat that. All right, Mike, you got wings, chocolate chip cookies, and you get to make your. You need an entree and a side.
All right. For my side, I think we're going a little bit off. I don't know if you guys will have this on the list or not. You should, because we talk about this all the time. We have a rule when we travel. If we sit down,
If it's on the menu,
it's on the menu.
It's on my
you
list.
must order. So I'm getting me some deviled
Yeah,
eggs, baby.
baby.
You got it on the list.
100%.
It was on your list.
Yes.
Oh, dude, deviled eggs are so good.
We have that. I think we have shared this rule together,
Yes,
where if it's on a menu
we
at a
have.
restaurant, you get it
Oh,
because
I'm with you. I completely agree because they're rarely on a menu.
it's rarely on a menu, and a place isn't gonna put it on the menu unless they're like, "This is a specialty."
Yeah.
There are only a few food categories though where like at a certain restaurant, if you order it, you're like, I could get sick from that.
Oh, you're getting the deviled egg farts
deviled
for
eggs
sure.
is definitely one of
and
them.
the burps.
Yeah.
I mean, that deviled eggs, it's called devil for a reason because it visits you on both sides.
Okay. All right. Just
and-
like the devil. One
I
more
gotta-
pick, your entree.
Okay, for the entree, I don't know which power trio you guys have, but I will take a burrito.
That's fine.
I was more on the taco.
I was on the taco side.
Okay, but it's the same concept.
the
I feel like
difference
tacos
being
are the
that
peak non-utensil
Ex-
food.
Exactly. You literally can't eat it. If you're eating it with a fork,
You don't
that's
work.
a taco
It don't
bowl.
work. Yeah.
That's not a taco.
You got to break it up.
The only thing that makes it a taco is how you lift it up. You're on a heater over
Cracking
here with
yourself up.
your voices, man.
I will, if it were not for caloric or punishment, I would get the burrito every time. So sometimes I go to the tacos because I feel like it's less food.
Feel like it.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
So, yeah, it is.
the Chipotle 3 tacos is definitely not as much rice and beans and stuff as the burrito. So it's not as punishing.
You went burrito though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because Al put down taco, and I was
No.
like, "What are we
Well,
doing?"
that's
here?
what I call a burrito.
All right, my final pick. I need another side. Okay. I'm gonna go with the other thing. I feel like Mike almost always orders on a menu if it's sitting there. I'm gonna go with mozzarella sticks.
Oh, yes, I love mozzarella sticks.
That was my next pick, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I will just tell you. I mean, you can take it if you want because you need another side, but popcorn was in consideration.
I was between mozzarella and popcorn.
But popcorn is because
What?
I'm building a meal at a plate and
That
I'm
was-
looking at a plate. I'm not gonna order a little pile of popcorn.
That was 100% why I
But if we were
wanted
just
mozzarella
drafting
sticks.
foods without
anyone
utensils,
do that?
popcorn. No one does.
No, of course not. But foods,
Foods without
we are in
utensils.
the
Yeah.
exact sync because food to eat without utensils, popcorn would be as silly as anything imaginable
Yeah.
to eat with. I mean, I guess you'd
Yeah,
use
you-
a spoon.
So you need a big spoon.
Yeah. So but now I feel like I can't take popcorn. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, I totally down talked it
You
because you
could,
can't.
but you're not getting it.
I've just never seen it served on a plate next to some other things.
Yeah. So I
Which makes it a little harder.
I guess I'll just go with a different. You've got your French fries and mozzarella sticks. I got to get a fried
You
thing.
can go chips and dip and go back. I mean, you could get them both here.
Ooh, that's
That's
tempting.
tempting.
Just want all the chips. This is like I should have just ordered the trio. You know,
Yeah.
that was my bad.
You gotta.
I'm gonna go with.
The trio always comes with at least one you don't want.
I'm gonna go
And they never let you sub.
with the popcorn of the table, which is cheese curds.
Oh,
Okay. The popcorn of any sophisticated table.
It's very fancy.
Yeah, just like
What's it got to do with popcorn?
it's just tiny
Nothing.
morsels. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like
just
like
size.
popcorn chicken or whatever.
Cheese
I'm
curds
just saying
is-
that's what makes it hard to eat with a. I was gonna take.
we're not violating the mozzarella stick integrity.
No,
here.
no.
Those are separate products.
They are complete. I mean, they're the exact same thing. but they are
Yes.
two different products.
Well, they're different cheeses as well Because a mozzarella sticks is always mozzarella. Cheese curds are not mozzarella.
I think sometimes they are.
Really?
I mean, like whenever I used to get them from Chili's back in the day, it was
cheddar is typical.
Is it a white cheddar?
Cheddar is typical. It can be made from other cheeses if desired.
Look, the people in Wisconsin right now.
Young cheddar
Other
cheese.
cheeses like Colby, Monterey Jack, Brick, and Munster, they ain't no mozzarella.
No, they're not the same. Mozzarella sticks are named after the cheese. It's
right.
Mozzarella.
You can't do cheddar and call it a mozzarella stick.
Cheddar. Here's a little.
That's a cheddar stick.
Here's the truth.
You call it fried cheese.
A cheese
fried
curd
cheese
doesn't
stick.
have to be as hot as a mozzarella stick does to be good. Cheese curds can be eaten cold.
Yes. When they're not breaded.
Not breaded. Yeah. So
Those are just those.
cheese curds are very. I don't know why they have it. They're not as nationwide as mozzarella sticks. I feel like cheese curds are very underappreciated.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they're not getting the big cheese curd isn't getting the word out.
Well,
that's what we're
they
here
got to
for.
get in the Applebee's or the Chili's. That's what broke mozzarella sticks wide open.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep. Jason with pizza as his entree.
TGI's got cheese curds yet?
Chips and salsa and cheese curds as his sides and churro as his dessert. I have burger as my entree with some French fries and mozzarella sticks and an ice cream cone for dessert. And Mike, you've got an entree of a burrito with wings and deviled eggs. You didn't think about how those mix.
Oh, brother.
I've never seen somebody do like a nice.
Because you will never see that person again.
And then you're rounding it out with some chocolate chip cookies.
You take down that 3-pack, bro.
You're going to hope that cell phones have not disappeared from this planet because you're going to be on one for a while.
You're calling out the next 2 days.
The idea of washing down burritos and wings with some eggs is something special. There are lots of other good picks, obviously. I mean, hot dog didn't get drafted. I feel like that.
It's up there.
I feel like if it wasn't a meal draft, hot dog would have been picked.
Oh, for sure.
Same with popcorn.
Agreed.
I thought somebody might take some fruit or like a banana as a side
I had fruit
because it's,
on
they're like made to be eaten without.
I really wanted a corn on the cob, but in truth, even though it's not a fork, spoon, or knife.
Oh, yeah, those are utensils if you put them in.
Yeah, those little corn on the cob holders, those are clutch. I don't want to eat a corn on the cob without those.
You would
Yeah,
have.
we
You would have
know
had
you
to.
and your messy fingies.
I thought.
It's more about the heat. Like a good corn on the cob. If you're making it at home,
you were talking about the wings.
It is the heat. It is the heat.
This should be piping hot. It should be ready to burn your mouth.
All right. Any other considerations?
Then there's another heat problem. I had donuts. I think that was it for me.
Okay.
What did we learn today?
I learned that the sky starts at 2,717 feet, but is about to move up.
I learned that at least among our generation, a majority of people would like to delete all phones off of the planet.
60.9% of them.
Wow.
We're not there yet. We're still moving up though.
Yeah, still moving up.
I didn't learn anything.
Learned what a scat doesn't sound like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you dog whistle it?
yeah.
It was the frequency was
your
so
dog's
high?
gonna love that scat.
Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.